We could wait another 20 years, 25 years to do anything. And that would be waiting another 20 to 25 years. And that's just not going to be acceptable for us. We don't have any time to waste.
That's how UNC Asheville's chancellor defends a controversial plan to redevelop 45 wooded acres of campus into a stadium-anchored district. Critics say the university is moving too fast.
With too many questions unanswered, News 13's Elijah Skipper digs into the proposal, the pushback, and what's still unknown.
They're staked in front yards, taped in windows, graphic on billboards, even posted just steps from the woods themselves. These signs and this movement, what kind of keeps you guys continuing this effort?
Well, we all have a common purpose. I mean, we're all very invested in these woods.
These simple signs deliver a simple plea.
Everyone in the community wants these woods to be preserved. This is a place where people come for their mental well-being, for exercise, and it's a place where we come to form those bonds of community.
In Asheville, the Save the Woods movement has taken root from neighborhood lawns to UNC Asheville's front steps.
It's hard to start with a don't do anything. We can't not do anything. We're going to have to use all of the assets of the university, and that South Campus is a huge asset of the university.
That 45-acre South Campus, often called an urban forest, is now the proposed site of a $250 million stadium-anchored development.
What I really like about the plan is that it gives us some flexibility that we don't have any other way. In other words, we don't have the debt capacity to build new dorms. We don't have the debt capacity to bring some different things to campus that we would like to do.
Plans include market-rate housing, retail, a child care center, and a stadium for Asheville City Soccer Club and UNCA's Division I program.
If you could speak directly to some of those who say that university hasn't made a compelling enough case to how this supports its educational mission, what would you say?
Our educational mission is dependent upon us having students. And so being able to attract students here and being able to provide them with a comfortable and vibrant living experience is part of our educational mission.
In July, the UNC System Board of Governors approved a 99-year lease allowing the UNC Endowment Fund to begin negotiations with a private developer. That developer, Asheville Stadium District Real Estate Project LLC, was formed last November.
With the name of their LLC very obviously oriented toward this project, at a time when, the university was saying they're just exploring, they're just exploring their options.
UNC Asheville deflected questions about that LLC, calling it the sole business of the proposed tenant, Asheville City Soccer Club.
We are not a party to that LLC. We never have been. And I didn't even know about it until last week. And so that is an entirely the business of the Asheville City Soccer Club and the Development Corporation. And there was an insinuation that because it had been signed by those other parties without our knowledge in November, that somehow we were off negotiating a project in the aftermath of Helene. We were very busy in the aftermath of Helene.
Asheville City SC declined to answer questions tied to development, only offering this statement. I'm happy to discuss anything soccer related like the club, but the club is a tenant of the proposed facility, and I'm not able to comment on items related to the project or ongoing deal negotiations. But long before this deal surfaced, community members like David Clark, a biology professor at UNCA, have used these woods as a classroom for years. What was that emotion the first time you brought a class actually out here?
Oh, it was exciting because I just like being out in the field, and I try to have, contagious level of enthusiasm, showing small groups of students where it's very interactive. I get to know them, they get to know me. That does not happen in the classroom.
Clark says this forest isn't just a classroom, it's an ecosystem, and warns losing this space means losing more than trees.
So not only do we have 45 acres of woods here, what we have is a continuous corridor of forested areas that go from here up over Beaver Lake, up Reynolds Mountains, up Elk Mountains, and then into the Craggies. And that's the source populations for our bears and other large animals that need extensive areas, that need that connectivity.
What hasn't been shared, News 13 and community members have filed multiple public records requests, seeking the economic impact study, developer agreements, emails with Asheville City SC, environmental reviews, and design plans. So far, no documents have been released.
We're not a municipal government. We're not Parks and Recreation for the city. We work in a very different ecosystem that sometimes to some people feels a little bit closed, but there are reasons for that. And reasons for when you work with private companies, they have proprietary requirements that we have to respect, just as they have to respect our status as a public institution.
And News 13 will keep pushing for the answers.
A formal development deal is next. It still needs UNC system approval before construction begins.